Hello, I'm Mac, at least for a day, and everything's going to be okay. This is episode 5 of Freighter Investigator. Hey, survivor from the old era. Good to see you. I think this is the first time... Trying to remember, did I see you first on Twitch? Or... did I see you way back when I used to live stream on YouTube? Because I could have sworn I remembered you from Twitch, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's go ahead and get the freighter finder, then I'll drop stuff off in my freighter and we'll do the dungeon. YouTube live streams. Oh, wow. So, wow. I haven't talked to you since back when I live stream on YouTube. Hi, Jeff Parker. Yep, I'm back to live streaming on YouTube. I tried Twitch for a year, but it just wasn't as successful as my YouTube live streaming, so I decided to go back to that. Alright, got the freighter finder. I bought, off camera, I bought 3 more frigates. They should be back from their mission by now. They're not around my capital ship for some reason. Oh well. After I do the dungeon, oh yeah, that's where I need to go. After I do the dungeon, I'll debrief my frigates and send them on another mission, but I don't want to do that at the beginning. I want to get to the freighter dungeon as fast as I can. And that should be my starship. I need the carbon. Make sure I didn't put something in I really need. Don't think so. I don't need any of that for doing a freighter dungeon, so should be good. Alright. Save, and we'll go. Get away from all the objects real quick. So yeah, I'm in the Budullangr galaxy now. I did a video about traveling to another galaxy. So, I mean, I doubt there's anything like incredibly different about the freighter dungeons in another galaxy, but who knows, maybe we'll find something. At the very least, hopefully we'll get unique Captain's Log. Captain's Log is like the main storyline thing that you get in these dungeons. Hey, Big Pidge. You watched my video? Cool. Yep. I've only been to one star system so far, the one I'm in, so I haven't gotten much of a survey of what all the planets are like. There's one exotic planet in this star system, but that's hardly enough evidence to prove Budullangr has more exotic planets. MS Pride. Just go ahead and enter. See what kind of dungeon we've got. Cool. I like this entryway. Ooh, fusion core. Actually, I don't think that's worth too much. Looks like it sounds a lot like fusion accelerant, which is worth a lot, but fusion core is not worth as much as that. I like how they got these beds. What the heck? Talk about some environmental storytelling. They set up all this like medical equipment looking stuff over a bed with one of these creature things inside of it. Oh man. I gotta take a screenshot of this. This is cool. I took a screenshot of that. It's a really neat little configuration there. I've seen things similar, but nothing with all of that together exactly. So that's the way forward. We've got a dead end over here. There's no turret, so I'm guessing this will probably be biological once we get deeper. Big Pidge says, I don't want to know what they're using that specimen for. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the log entries imply that the crew members are being used as hosts. So that's probably how a lot of these biological outbreaks happened, was the crew members were being experimented on. Survivor from the Old Era says, I've been in Hilbert Dimension since September 2016. Don't see a reason to leave. A quiet corner by the outer edge. Yeah, Hilbert Dimension supposedly is the same as Euclid as far as how evenly spread out the types of planets are. Recovered bacterial colony with automated probe. Performed odor detection analysis. Observation extreme auditory event detected on subspace signal scanner. Weird. So some biological matter had a subspace sound being created. Kind of like the static that we get in all the storyline. Hi, Valek420. Jeff Parker says, reminds me of those things I saw in Quake 4. Yep. They're a lot like weird tunneling bugs from various movies. Okay, let's see. Make sure I got everything. No, I didn't get this log. Transcribing audio. All of the officers are missing. Turned on us out of nowhere. The heat, I can't stand it. The endless heat. Those different statements in there seem to be mixed and match. I've heard some of them before. The way the procedural generation works, they kind of mix and match different snippets. Okay, so that's the credentials that I'll need later. Let's go to this. Oh, that's not a dead end. It's not even a door. Well, that's the way I entered. Oh, I guess there isn't another doorway leaving this room. There's just... No, there's the dead end. Thought I saw one. Oh, I did miss a box. Alright, gonna recharge stuff. Alright. Oops. Forgot I had stuff in there. Just remembered. Partial crew record, equipment record follows. Name, Comrade Igua. Specialism, Recon. Personal locker contains unmarked pills, borrowed research sample, venom sample, and miscellaneous backup data drives. Last accessed 5 days ago. Detailed scan reveals novel pathogen is consuming locker contents. Novel? He must have gotten that because of the coronavirus, because it's called the novel coronavirus. Or was for quite a while. A lot of terms he used, Greg Buchanan, I mean, by he, used for writing these, I think he got from the recent outbreak. Hopefully I won't get blocked by floating objects again. And they'll be fixing that soon. I guess it's not a biological. There's security drones and a jellyfish over there. So I guess I'm getting one of the rare jellyfish freighters. It mostly just has jellyfish and security drones. That's cool. Mainly just gotta worry about the drones, because the jellyfish don't get you unless they very slowly float towards you. Partial cargo manifest follows. Descented pheromone bottle. Expired spawning syrup. Neutron microscope. Redacted unit. Hi J Laugh. Are you seeing a fair amount of variation? Oh yeah. The layout of every freighter is completely different. That's extremely varied. The log entries are more similar. There's like several categories of log entries. But yeah. Catherine Hubbard says, would be nice to be able to leave messages on walls to help keep track. Even being able to install a trail of pill lights would help. Yeah, but the more you explore these dungeons, they're really not maze-like. They're pretty much linear, except for dead ends. Like, you can always tell if a door is a dead end or the one that leads forward. There's never a very long... There's never multiple paths to go on. There's either a dead-end room or the path forward. Whoa! How did those sneak up on me? Did they just spawn? Apparently these jellyfish can just spawn around you. That was freaky. These jellyfish might be scarier than I thought. But yeah, the layouts of the dungeons are quite easy to figure out. If they were actually maze-like, then yeah, I would want some way to keep track of where I am, but you just go around a room and usually there's one dead-end door and one way forward. So you just go through the dead-end ones first because they're marked. Dead-end doors are marked with a pink circle and the way forward is marked with a blue number. So it's really easy to tell where each door leads. So I just do all the dead ends before I go forward. I always end up exploring every room. Okay, so we got terminal here. This one only has 7 areas. So pretty small dungeon without a lot of stuff. There's a ladder. Yeah, sometimes they aren't marked if there's a ladder in the room, or if it's not a door, it's just a way through. But if it's a door, at least the same level, it's usually marked, so you know if it's a dead end or not. Whoa, thank you, Rormar. Man, you've been giving a lot, Rormar. Rormar gave another $20. Have a good weekend, Mac. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. I don't want you to spend too much on me, but I definitely appreciate you helping me out. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's a dead end door because it's got the pink circle. So we'll go through there first. Ship AI log, decrypting, automated report of guard Piku, average sleep time high, desire for certainty below average, uniqueness of appearance very high. I've heard ones like that before. Conclusion, use for control. So basically the control group, meaning they're not going to... What does that sound? Some kind of freaky alarm going off. Yeah, control would mean that they're not going to infect him, and he'll just be the control group, I guess. That was weird. I guess there was a turret on the other side of the wall that was going off. Records. Yeah, this will just list all the crew members. So I'm just going to skip through this. It's not very interesting. Vormar says, it's fine, been watching for years, get some groceries. Thank you. Catherine Hubbard says, so they are experimenting on the crew. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. Most of these log entries imply that the crew are being experimented on, although others... In fact, yeah, a lot of them heavily imply it. Like, they'll say that there was an alarm, and then the alarm will be silenced or ignored. And then a lot of entries are saying that they're infecting crew members. So a lot of warnings about stuff will be ignored so that they can continue the experiment or whatever. Retrieving last known crew positions. Yeah. Same stuff as always, other than different names. Cool. So we got the crew manifest. Now, oh yeah, let's go in the dead end room. Be nice if this whole infecting crew members thing fit into some kind of greater narrative. Like, honestly, I think this is the way I see it. A lot of people are thinking that we're going to get a big update soon. I don't think that. What I think is we're going to get a series of related updates. So this, oh man, microwaves of death over there. Luckily they're not blocking the path. But I think Desolation is the first in a series of updates. This is just my theory, my speculation. There's some evidence of things in the files people have found, such as flamethrower. We're still waiting for the flamethrower. And there's also evidence that the multi-tool, the size of... Okay, here's a really good example. So this popped up in the Desolation update. This grid, no multi-tool has ever been this big before. Pretty much this is the maximum size of a multi-tool. Going off on a tangent, but maybe that's more interesting than what I was doing. This area has never been utilized by any multi-tool. So since they added this grid, makes me and others think that they're going to add the ability to add slots to our multi-tool. So, and they just gave us the ability to add slots to our freighter. So it seems like we're heading towards a point where we can fully customize everything. So we can now color and add slots to our freighter. It'd be nice if they would... We can fully customize our exosuit. That one's pretty much done, because cargo, technology, general can all be maxed out. We can change our appearance, color our appearance, etc. Starship, they recently, well, by recently, last year, added the ability to add slots and increase the class, but they haven't allowed us to change the appearance at all. I'm hoping they'll add the ability to color it, now that we can color freighters. And then multi-tool, we're thinking soon they're going to add the ability to increase slots to it, and who knows, maybe color it as well. And then freighter, we still need to be able to class up the freighter. And also the multi-tool would be nice to be able to class up the multi-tool, as well as increase the size. So anyway, I'm thinking that it is their plan to do that, and it's going to be over the course of a few months. We're going to get updates kind of in this series. Desolation, having dungeons in space. I think maybe the next update will focus on ground combat, improving enemies in combat on planets. And that update, I would think, probably would allow us to increase the slots on multi-tools. So anyway, that's all just my speculation. Perpetual Enmity said that was there before. Oh, really? I never noticed the grid for the multi-tool. Oh, so it was added in Beyond. I never noticed that. Survival from the Old Area says a 48 slot multi-tool seems a bit overkill. Yeah, except for the fact that they keep adding new types of weapons. They should be adding flamethrowers. It's already in the files of the game, so I guess they might make it multi-tool bigger, but like Perpetual Enmity said, the grid's been there for a long time. But we did just become able to increase the slots on freighter, so it seems possible eventually they'd add that to everything. Catherine says, I still expect to see something added in caves. Yeah, that's another improvement that I hope for. I don't know how feasible it is, because it would likely require a reset to the universe, which I don't think they're willing to do. But anyway, let's get back to the action. Recruit, hostile intelligence detection, confined to the brig, first offense, sentence length 68 days. Cool. But yeah, cities. Yeah, if they ever did cities, that and caves, I think, would require them to reset. I mean, they can improve caves somewhat. In fact, they did in the Beyond update. Oh, that microwave disappeared. Be nice if that happened in the hallway the other day. Man, I get distracted so easily. They did a slight improvement to caves in the Beyond update. Pretty much just made more glow-in-the-dark stuff and made it more brightly colored, but that's not really changing the layout of caves. What we really need for a cave overhaul is to make them bigger, put more stuff in them, so there's actually a point to go there, besides cobalt. But there's other ways you can get cobalt besides caves, and marrow bulbs are almost useless, except for some slight uses people have told me about. So there's almost no reason to ever go to caves. So they really need to improve them. But I don't think they can really make caves bigger without resetting the universe. Although I could be wrong. I've been wrong about other stuff before. Partial cargo manifest. That's just a list of items. Boring. So anyways, kind of funny that they added a new potted plant. Wait a second, I can take stuff from it? Oh, that just gives living slime too. Weird. Huh. So the plants are growing living slime as well. This was a big dead-end room. Really big. It's like the biggest... Wait. Yeah. It's like the biggest dead-end room I've ever been in. Perpetual Enmity says, I think they changed the code since the last reset, allowing them to make changes without a universal reset. Yeah, there was something they changed... I'm trying to think. They changed something recently that I was like, whoa, I didn't know they could do that without resetting. I can't remember what it was, though. What was it? Did they add a new type of building? I can't remember. They obviously can change things in space. Where's the way forward? Oh yeah, there was a ladder somewhere. That's the way back. Where'd the ladder go? There it is. Okay, this is the way forward. I'm trying to think. Abyss? Not really. I wasn't really surprised by the Abyss update because they didn't really change the shape of oceans. They just added surface level stuff. They've shown before they can add surface level things like plants and rocks and whatnot. And in fact, in the Visions update, they created whole new types of planets, except they basically just put new exotic assets on empty planets. But what I'm talking about is changing the shape of the terrain. I don't think they've ever done anything where they changed the shape of terrain without resetting the universe. I'm trying to think. There was something recently they did that surprised me. I was like, whoa, I can't believe they changed that. Well, Atlas Rises and the next update were all universe resets, so that's not what I'm talking about. Actually resetting the universe and changing all the planets and stuff, that's what I'm saying, is I don't think they're going to do that again. But yeah. Well, it might have been something in the Synthesis update, but I don't remember. Synthesis mainly just allowed us to scrap ships. But they do have quite a bit of freedom to add things without resetting the universe, so you might be right about that. But I don't know if they can completely change the shape of planets. Data extracted from medical bay logs, because the problem with that is it would mess up people's bases anyway. Partial report follows. Engineering presented with subskin pests. Ew. Tests revealed alarming secondary infections. Immediate intervention required. Case number 39. Chance of recovery 30%. It's got some kind of flesh-eating bacteria or something. Ship AI log decrypted. Location tracking report for Viking at arms. Personal bioscan last detected 8 days ago in the forward turrets. 30 others present. Biometric readouts indicates increasingly erratic behavior, no further life signs. A lot of these log entries are pretty unique and interesting. Some of them are pretty repetitive though, like, whoa, I've never seen a case like that. Like lists of items and whatnot. But some of them are fairly unique. Greg Buchanan must have done a ton of writing for this update. It's too bad it wasn't for like a whole new storyline. It's just procedural log entries, but you know, I'm up for whatever. In some ways, procedural storyline is kind of more interesting, maybe? I don't know. In some ways, it's cool. Pretty close to the end here. I am getting a fair amount of loot, despite how small this one is. Whoa, what the heck? This is a totally new asset. I've never seen this before. Yeah, this is the sound I heard earlier. It must have been shooting at me through the wall. This is totally new. I have never seen this. It looks like... Oh man, I gotta take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna show this to people on the CSD Atlas forum. This looks like is something that you could interact with. Imagine if this was an asset for the future, like they're gonna use it. It looks like maybe some kind of cryo chamber or other holding thing, but man, this is so cool. I've been to all these other dungeons and I've never seen one of these. That is so cool. See, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes exploring, you know, procedural generated stuff is so much fun. Obviously, that's the whole premise of No Man's Sky, but I'm glad they're finally doing that again, creating... Obviously, this is an asset that someone handmade, but it got put into a dungeon and I'd never seen it before. Captain's eyes only, name, mining crew, mechanical aptitude 20%, adaptability 14%, subtlety 24%. If he has so many low ratings, why is his company approval rating so high? Predicted remaining lifespan 35 years. So that company approval rating seems fake if he's bad at everything else. Oh man, I love this thing. I'm gonna take another screenshot of it from this side. Be so cool if this was something we could interact with, or if they added it as a base building. Stupid stuff still shooting at me through the wall. But yeah, it'd be so cool if this was a base building part. I don't know what it would be called, or if it would have a purpose, but it would still be so cool to just build one of these weird things. It's too bad we can't interact with it or do something with it. That would be so cool. Anyway, I think that's the way forward. See if I missed any boxes. Wait, have I been this way? Yeah, I already came in here. Okay. So anyway, we need to do the terminal and then finish the last room. Could I build it on my freighter base? That would be nice. I know a few people bad at their job who are still popular with management. Yeah, it's definitely true about real life sometimes. Oh, there's something else I was going to say. I forgot. It'll come to me. Alright. Private mainframe access denied. Captain's DNA required. Shipwide bioscans indicate severe incident status. Override available. Indicate captain's fate to begin. Yeah. This is always the same thing. I don't think it matters what you say. It's always accepted. Yes, survivor. Ability to kick down and kiss up is doubtless very high. Anyway, is everything fix in New Galaxy, like tech? What do you mean, Daniel? Hi, Daniel. I fixed all my technology, yeah. Okay, here's the captain's log. See if we get something interesting this time. We had been marooned on this forsaken world for days past counting. There shouldn't be a hyphen there, should it? Past counting wouldn't be hyphenated. That's weird. All repairs fail. Still, our vessel does not take to the stars. If this fails, it will use the last of our power, and what then but endless harvests across the dunes, endless battle with vermin, the old war goes unfought, our enemy unpunished. There is a transmission far across this world. We seek its plunder. We seek hope. Very interesting. Our ears did not hear. Our eyes did not see. It is a Viking cry. It is our people. Salvation awaits. Interesting. So, but this freighter is floating in space. It doesn't make sense that they would have been marooned on a planet. Interesting. Still, cool little log entry there. All right. Let's do the last room. Really wish they would add bosses to these rooms. To the final room, because it's got a really tall ceiling. It would be perfect to have a boss fight in here. Like some kind of flying enemy, or just a really big biological horror, or security drone, or whatever. Be nice if they did. It almost seems as if this room was designed for a boss battle because of how big it is, but they haven't done that. Extract from Watch Officer's Daily Report. Evolon says exactly. Are you gambling on a tech upgrade? No, I'm just doing bulkheads until my freighter's inventory space is maxed out. Confined to the brig for oversleeping. Offense number 4. Sentence length 3 days. Additional punishment. Assigned to hard labor for duration of expedition. Date stamp. Cadet presented with brain infection. So we had someone with a skin infection, and now this guy has a brain infection. No obvious cause discovered. Recommend further discussion. Log shows 27 similar cases this voyage. Man, everybody's brains are getting infected. So many interesting stories. It's a shame they're not, you know, complete stories. They're just like mysterious allusions to something that happened. Still very interesting. I do wish there was kind of a puzzle in these. Like, it would probably be really hard to implement, but like basically there would be something you need to figure out. Like, use all the log entries to figure out a secret. That's why I was really excited when it had me say what happened to the captain the first time. First time I did that, I thought it was requiring me to listen to the logs and remember what had happened to the captain, but it's just a thing that doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want and you always succeed on that part. But it almost seems like they were trying to put kind of a investigative thing to it, where you had to figure out what happened to the captain, but I guess they decided not to. Or maybe it's just, you know, something that doesn't matter. But still, it'd be cool if we did have to investigate and figure things out in order to finish the dungeon. But whatever. Just a thought. Draconian punishments. Wow, I'm the 16th viewer. Yay, 16 of 16. Alright, let's make sure I have room. Pretty sure I do. Let's get the bulkhead. Yeah, let's get a bulkhead. I'll do technology upgrades once my inventory's maxed. Yay. All done. And that's the way back. Okay. Yay, all done with that dungeon. Now I'll go sell stuff, and then I'm gonna debrief my frigate. I'm gonna read my frigate log a bit and see if they are similar to some of the log entries we've been. So I haven't read through those. My frigates didn't appear to be outside my freighter yet. Wait, oh no, I think I sent them. Oh, it really may not be back yet. I think the mission I sent them was a 27-hour one. So yeah, dang it, my frigate missions may not be back yet. That's too bad. Oh well. I might buy some frigates though. I don't know if I'll get a bunch of money from Oop, my indium farm back in the previous galaxy. Alright. We see all traveler entity. We know their fates, but such a manifest has value. Do you wish to exchange? No, that says donate. I want to sell so that I get nanites. Hello Games, please update the space station. Needs to be wider? Why would it need to be wider? Lost in space, disconnected, Ehu, a terrible fate. Carapaces will be respected, should traveler entity wish to share what they know. This should, yep, give nanites. Nope, that one wants to donate, so I need to go back to the other one to sell. Seemed cramped? I don't know. It's actually kind of annoying to have to run across it because it's so wide. Doesn't really seem cramped to me. Whoops. Or do you mean in the freighter? Pretty sure you meant space station. I don't know. Seems okay to me. There we go. Alright. I'm going to be doing Dreams of the Deep off camera. That's the next. I finished all the other storylines. Whoa. There's a whole bunch of fighter ships. All look the same right here. It's funny. Not really interested in a fighter, though. Although this is a pretty cool looking fighter. Fairly expensive. Anyway, yeah, let's sell stuff. Sell the tech upgrades first. Then the money items. Yeah, fusion core is not worth a whole bunch. Well, I got 24 of them, though. Yeah, they're definitely not worth much if it's just 1.4 million for 24 of them. Definitely not as much as fusion igniter. I'm still debating if I want to keep nip buds and sell them. Not sell them, grow them in a garden. Nah. I'm just not into gardening anymore. Farming, whatever it's called. Maybe more rooms on space station. It'd be nice if they did procedural dungeons in abandoned space stations. Hard to explain in a quick sentence what I mean on that one. I may make a video to make sense of it. Okay. Stable plasma. Cool. There we go. Okay, that's all sold. You can always get more nip. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I guess my frigates aren't back yet, unfortunately. I have to debrief them later. I need to get all my stuff out of my freighter storage. Oh, and increase the space in my freighter. Yeah, somebody reminded me there's a faster way. You just double tap triangle and it sends it to the exosuit. So if you're just sending everything to exosuit, it's a lot faster this way. Anyway, let's check though, make sure there's nothing wrong with my frigate mission. Pretty sure they'll be fine. They should be coming back soon, though. Yep, 2 hours left. Darn it. Just short. But let's go increase the space. Additional storage. Yep, I'm gonna max out that. Yay! But yeah, I think they're gonna continue doing new procedurally generated systems that will upgrade your different things. So what I'm thinking is they may add a new planet combat system that will get you multi-tool expansion items. That's where I think they're going to be going next. Because they're adding a flamethrower, and they added the grid for expanding the multi-tool in the Beyond update, so I think they intend to do that eventually. Alright, so I would like, excuse me, I'm going to show you real quick how easy it is to travel between galaxies. I mean, it's not too hard to imagine, but yeah, it's pretty easy. Really cool thing is it tells you what galaxy things are in. At least your bases. Your bases are marked with what galaxy they're in. Maybe everything is. Let me check. Yeah, even the space stations say what galaxy they're in. So we're gonna go to my Indian mine and get that. So I'm traveling to the Euclid galaxy right now. It's pretty awesome. I'm glad they finally opened things up so that you're not trapped in whatever galaxy you're in anymore. I always hoped that they would do that. It didn't really make sense to add multiplayer if going to a different galaxy prevents you from doing multiplayer. There we go. Uh-oh. I think there's still power. Good. And now we'll go back to... Oh no. Oh, okay, so it only... Yeah, so this one is in Budullangr. Go back here. I'm gonna sell... gonna sell the indium, and then I'm gonna buy some more frigates and send them on a mission. That'll be a part of this series, is doing other various outer space stuff in addition to exploring derelict freighters. Alright. Hopefully I can buy a few without going under 5 million. So I named this ship Old Reliable. Someone suggested that I name it the Unreliable, which is the name of a ship in the Outer Worlds. So I kind of took their suggestion and named it Old Reliable instead. Alright, here we go. Some frigates. Be nice to get some support frigates. I don't have any of those yet. Also, industrial. That's a combat. Do you have any industrial or support? That's science or exploration, I think. There's one that I haven't seen yet. That's the combat one. Where's the third one? There we go. Oh, I guess there's just two combat. Oh well. We'll just check them all, see how expensive they are. Hoping for C class. I don't want to pay that much. They're almost always B class lately. I want C class because they're cheap. I can class them up later. Okay, this is C. Yeah, I'll take this. And where's the other exploration one? Oh, isn't this a support or a industrial? Yeah, industrial, awesome. I don't have any of those yet. Sweet. So there was actually 4 around here, so let's check the science one now. Yeah, exploration, also C class. So I will take it. So I could go ahead and buy that combat one because it was 4 billion some, and I'll still have about 5 million left. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. Also, in 2 hours, my fleet will be back, so I'll get some money from that. So I'll be able to afford tomorrow's freighter finder. But let's see if we can send these guys on a mission. That's not my freighter. I'll just call my freighter over here. Evelon says NMS on PS5 is where this game is going to start to really shine. Yeah, it will definitely should hope to optimize the game a bit more. Hopefully make it run smoother. Be nice if it improved the resolution on PSVR, but I'm thinking it probably won't. 'Cause I don't think those are really affected. I don't think the processing of the console affects how the VR headset works. Oh yeah, I need to build another command room. You know what? Probably, yeah, I'll just do it. I'll put the command rooms along here. Why not? Alright, now I have a whole bunch of fuel, so that's not a problem. See what we can send these guys on. Alright, yeah, we'll just do another balanced. Since these are very different types. Cool, that should work. Cool. Alright, so that is going to do it for today's episode. We did a freighter dungeon and I got more frigates and sent them on a mission. So thank you to everyone who commented and contributed. I've been Mac. Thank you for joining me for a day. And remember, everything's going to be okay.